Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing a Gruul deck that I have entitled Hasty Horse because I was on my regular news. It said, "Come see the astonishing Hasty Horse deck that has done so well in whereversville." And I took a look at it. I played it. My God, it is astonishing. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Whatever you're doing, drop it and watch this video right now. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Larva Tested, Pupa Approved, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes! Thank you! Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Suckett! Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on MTG Rocks. MTG Rocks. Yeah, I was just looking at my Google News feed, and it just said, "Hey, yeah, you should check out this awesome deck." I'm like, what are you talking about, Google News? Awesome decks? Well, apparently I look at Magic Gathering enough that it knows what I like. So it says this astonishing Hasty Horse combo deck crushes competition at a major event. I hadn't seen this deck before. I thought I better get to it before it becomes a staple and everybody's playing this deck all the time. I gotta believe it's going to be good. I gotta believe. So we'll check it out today and we'll see if it holds up as well as this article makes it out to be. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? We've got Smuggler Surprise. We've been playing this a lot lately. In this deck, it's either going to keep our big dudes alive for 2 mana, which is fantastic, or we could potentially use it to go get lands if we absolutely have to get some. Or we got where we can pay 6 and we can pull 2 dudes out of our hand and into the battlefield. And that, all those are great. 4 points of damage to target creature or planeswalker. 3 points of damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. We don't have any battles. This is mana ramp. This guy, if we plot him, will get us an extra mana when we need it. And is a 4/2, so that means that this can protect it. Topiary Stomper gets us mana. So you see we've got a lot of ramp. Archdruid's Chewed gets us mana. Or we could put a Popo counter on a target control and it deals damage equal to its power to target creature I don't control. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Fantastic. We only got one of these in here. I'm surprised because the utility on it is really good. But still, all of this, we got lots of ramp, we got lots of control, and then we get into the end. All right, then what are we really going to do with this deck? We got Terror of the Peaks, man. I always wanted to have a good Terror of the Peaks deck. Every time I put something together, it sucks. So I'm hoping for this one, because whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, this deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. Creatures, planewalkers, people's faces, just burning them off. And we can do 6, 7, 7, 4. I mean, it's just, we can start laying it out, right? This guy costs 5. Let's get to Calamity last. This guy comes out, trample. You can use him for 3 to do 3 points of damage if you need to. But when he does come out as a 7/6 with trample, he discovers 5, which means you just find the first thing that's a permanent. I guess not even a permanent. What is it? A non-land? What does this card say? A non-land card of mana value of 5 or less. It could be Terror of the Peaks even. That would be nuts. Let's see. Spinewoods Armadillo. You can go get a land with it. Some more ramp. Otherwise, he's a reachy, warty 7/7. Vaultborn Tyrant comes out with trample. He helps gain you life and draw a card. If he dies, you get a token of it. That's an exact copy and is as well as being an artifact. So that is just value, value, value. Let's get to Calamity finally. A mount, so therefore you can saddle up, means he's like a vehicle. He's got haste, means as soon as you've been in place, you could do it. And whenever you saddle it with a non-legendary creature, you get to create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of it. So that means if you make a copy of the Carnosaur, you get to discover again and get another dude out. You do this, then you got another guy or whatever. That's just it. Or Terror of the Peaks, be a copy of that. That means that the old one will trigger because you'll be doing 5 more damage, and then you got other stuff going on. So it's just craziness. Calamity, Galloping Inferno is just responsible for. You sacrifice that token in at the beginning of the next end step. Repeat this process, and you do the whole thing a second time. That's how that happens there. Okay. Because at the time I played this deck, I was getting 2 guys out of it, which means it's just craziness because you get 2 copies, which means you get like 10 points of damage if you copy a Terror of the Peak. If you're copying a Spinewoods Armadillo, that's 14 damage. I mean, if you had a Terror of the Peaks out. And these guys would also then start feeding off each other in an internal loop. It's just nuts. I can't say that enough. What else we got? Cavern of Souls helps you to pick something you don't want to have countered. We got the ability to disenchant stuff and a bunch of just decent things otherwise. All right, so that's it. That's the deck. What are we going to do with it? We're going to ramp like crazy. Eventually, we'll get up to 6, at which point we'll just start. Maybe we'll use the surprise to pop out Calamity and something else, and then attack immediately with Calamity's hastiness, which will then get out 2 other token copies of other things you have on there, which either get you more lands, or they'll get you 2 discovers, or Terror of the Peaks go into Crazy Town. All of it is glorious. All of it is beautiful. All of it is wonderful. All right, that's it. That's the deck. Now, before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing against Moghedien. Moghedien. Seems right. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but nope. Get over there, horse. All right, we do not have a surprise, so we'll just have to pay for these the old-fashioned way. Nothing but green. All right, we're up to 3. We need 6. We got 5 showing. Because I need red mana from somewhere. Let's go with Dinosaur. Let's just do that. I'd like to keep the other guys. Discovering 5 sounds fantastic. All right, here comes 5 more. But I dislike, he's probably got some ossifications or some sort of creature removal in his hand. I'm going to have to live with that. But hopefully the Discover is going to help out a lot. Yeah, put it in my hand. That's exactly what I need. All right, we're cool. I can throw out 2 dudes on the next turn and go to Crazy Town. Problem is that what's going on this turn? I'm on down to 8 already. If I was him and I didn't have creature removal, I'd still press it. Here comes the removal. He's touching it. I probably lost this game just because, he let it go. I can't believe it. Well, that's just stupid. Haste! We gotta put this back in our hand. I don't have the mana to do anything against that ward. We'll just have to saddle that guy up. There we go. Come on. Super Crunch. More red. All right, I'm sliding everything out. Everything's great. Put this in my hand. All right. You got to block, man. You got to block. That's what, 20... I don't even do math. 25, I think. You're going after the Thunder Horse. All right, that's cool, man. Whatever. And we win! Glorious! Glorious! Alright, playing against AyeItzExotic. AyeItzExotic. Alright. Smoke Spry, Calamity Horse, keep. Let's swing on that out. All right, we'll go ahead and throw down number 2. Let's go and put a little core action here. Got to ramp up our mana. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. Should I just pick something dumb? Let's pick Mount. We got all the mana color we need, so I'm not worried about it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another mana from someplace to make this thing really work. Hopefully on this next turn we'll pull it. Come on, mana! That is not mana. I can shoot for mana, though. Let's go for the red. Throw it out there. And we're good. All right, we get Thunder Horse. Let's go. Here we are. Auto pay. Here's the combo. Let's put out the... let's put the Vaultborn Tyrant. If trample, he does. He's a good boy. Life. Dinosaur. Now we're just going for it. Because those guys are going to make other guys for me, hopefully. One. That guy. 2. All right, we're 39. Nice. Well, number 1. They only got 2 guys left. Is that the deal? We'll kill that dude, and we win! Suck it, board dragon! Suck it! Alright, we were playing against Jishu87. Jishu. Keep. Alright, that's slow, so we'll just play slow. Sure, another mana would be a very good thing. If we want to be able to use this, we got to put out a fast. Let's just let it go. Everything else will get fast after this. Let me turn off the needle nose. I don't need that thing buzzing around. 3 damage. Here's a little bit. Give me some mana. Alright, let's go Terror of the Peaks. Alright, we'll kill that guy. It'll be perfectly fine. And all in we go. Go ahead and block if you'd like. Alright, I need 2 mana to be able to keep all my guys alive. Disappointing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got enough for this. All right, let's do it. This is what I get. And all in. Alright, so he's lacking a creature at the moment. That's great. I mean, he can't use the other Oblivion. What's that thing called anyway? Yeah, Rite of Oblivion. And we win! There we go. Suck it, Suckerfish. Suck it! Alright, we're playing against Bloke in a Cloak. Oh, I missed the intro on that one. Alright, so leaving these two till later. We got a couple of Volcanic Sprites, quite interesting. Those are instants. They shoot for 3. Alright, stomp, stomp, chewy chomp. Seems like we do need a lot of red for this deck. I'll pack that up a little bit. We got 3 greens otherwise. I'm good. Alright, and he can't do anything at this moment. But I can shoot a guy. I can shoot a guy in the butt. Alright, there's 5. I want this guy. I could get out for 6. I could post this guy to the side, have 6 on the next turn. Alright, we're cool. Let me just shoot that guy. Decline. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. He's only got 4 mana. Okay, good for him. And we'll take a little bit of green. And we win! In your face, Charlie Brown. Victory! Alright, we are playing against Tulark 92. Tulark. Alright, Obliterating Bolt would be great. Just kill that guy. We got the opportunity. That guy's a grower, not a shower. Get out some mana. We got everything we need to get to 6, which is fantastic. I'm gonna grab a red here is what I'm gonna grab. Things I need 7 before Stomper gets activated, but still, I need 6 before I can start getting out Calamity there. Do both these things? Nope, just one. Should I just kill it? Let's just kill it. Alright, good, he's dead. Dead. Alright, I got 5, 6 next turn. You're just picking on the poor Stomper. You got a 2-bolt in your hand? That's fine. Problem is that you're going to hate Calamity. I'll go for the Stomper next is what I'm going to do. Dinosaur. We'll discover up. That way Calamity can come in with a lot of really good stuff. Yes! Alright, so he might have to kill that Terror of the Peaks immediately. He's going to have to waste a lot of mana on that. I mean, that's everything he's got. He's dead otherwise. You gotta have that same combo from before, man. A 2 and then a 1, unless you got another land in your hand. I can tell you, Calamity is going to go nuts. We picked up Terror of the Peaks off of a Carnosaur. That is Insanosaurus Rex. Oh, I feel horrible for you. Oh, 2 Calamities! There we go! It was going to be glorious! Instead, we just have victory! Rank up! Alright, so here we are. We got Hasty Horse. This deck was fantastic. It was, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, it's an A+ deck straight off the bat. I have never played a deck this fantastic before. It felt like something completely different. I've never seen it. I haven't played against it. It was just insane. I am so happy that I had all the cards I needed to be able to put this thing together. I already had them all. I didn't have to draft anything. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so incredibly good. All right, let's get to our normal then. What was the MVP? Who was the most, like, obviously, it was Calamity, the Galloping Inferno. This guy was the MVP of this deck. He took this deck, which was already great, and made it 1,000,000,000 times better. Why is that? because basically he was a lot like my favorite dudes, right? Whatever, Skitterbeam Battalion, you know, or the Gruff Triplets. The fact that you put out one creature and then suddenly becomes like 3 creatures. Let's choose non-legendary creature. That saddled it and create a tapped attacking token of it. Sacrifice that token. I don't know how we got 2 out of this thing all the time, but I was always making 2 things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what was happening, but it was so incredibly good. So anyways, Calamity, the Galloping Inferno. Yeah, you are the MVP. You're a 6, man. I usually don't go that high up. But in this deck, absolutely. We got to 6, and 6 is where this thing just went nuts. All right, so let's see. Number 2, let's see. Was this deck competitive? On the Platinum Mythic level, here's the deal. I got 66. I got a 60%. But one of those games, I messed up entirely. I just accidentally went to the attack phase, totally missing the saddle phase. I would have won. It was just my problem. So this deck would have had a much higher rate than 60. I got to believe this feels to me like an 80% deck. It's just that incredibly good. I was taking down mono red with this thing like it was nothing. I mean, aggro didn't seem to be a problem. So I maybe control might be a problem. I guess if you have people using counter spells against you. Yeah, that'd be about it. Because it comes out fast when it does, and there's practically nothing anybody can do about it. They'd have to be waiting. They'd have to have a lot of life and a board wipe to be able to survive this thing's oncoming storm. All right, so yeah, competitive. I'm going to say it's super high. Well, I'm not going to even crunch the numbers because I don't know. But yeah, this is a super high competitive. I'm going to say absolutely it's a competitive deck. Was this deck fun? Absolutely, it was fun. The thing is that it's big time ramp at the beginning. So, but the combo to this is just crazy. So calling it a ramp deck is not doing it justice. It's Calamity Ramp practically. I'll call it that, Calamity Ramp. Yeah, because this thing came down like a hurricane once we got up to 6 mana. Let's see, was this deck interesting? Absolutely. Yeah, funny part, Calamity looks good. I don't know anybody's not playing with it. Maybe because it's 6 and it's too hard to get to that level of mana, but this deck ramped to it perfectly and consistently. I never had any problem with getting up to 6 mana by turn 5, something like that. I mean, it just happened every time. And so, yeah, but playing Calamity, seeing all of the duplicates happening, getting the Carnosaur to discover our way into something more awesome, Terror of the Peak just going nuts. Yeah, no, this deck was incredibly cool. The synergy of the combos was fantastic. I got to give it high marks for that. So, once again, as I declared before, this is an A+ deck. A+. Why? Super competitive, tons of fun, and very interesting. Absolutely. A+. And as federal law requires me to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.